Alright, hey guys, so I haven't done this in a while, but I'm going to be doing a little bit of Steam Roulette, where we spin the wheel and pick a completely random game on Steam to play. It'll be anything in my game library, which is 6,775 games, so it could land on just about anything. So here we go. I think I've played this game before. Titan Attacks. I'm pretty sure I have. I remember enjoying it, so let's go ahead and start it up. Okay, so here I am with Titan Attacks. Let's go ahead and start a game. Oh, what? Okay, this is not what I expected. I thought this was some sort of like tower defense type game, but this is a like Space Invaders. It's actually kind of cool. Oh, it's gonna be hard to hit that one. There we go. 100 points. Wave completed. Oh, I can buy power-ups, gunpowder. Let's continue. Let's try to hit that thing at the top. Got it. This is actually kind of a cool game. It's like Space Invaders, but you purchase power-ups at the end of each level. I'm not very good at timing. Wave completed. Yeah, definitely not a bad game at all. I don't have enough money to buy another power-up, so we're just gonna have to go without it. Oh, oops. I think I don't know if you're supposed to kill the little aliens that fall down. Maybe you're supposed to pick them up. I'll have to remember that for next time. If it's like Galaga, like if the guy falls down, maybe you can pick him up and get like a extra tank or extra life maybe. Oh, you have to shoot these guys twice? Skill bonus, sweet. So when they fall down, if you hit them again, you get a little bonus. This one's gonna be hard to hit. Yeah. Dang it. There we go. Wave completed. I'm very surprised. I thought this game was going to be completely different. I played a different game with a very similar name that was some sort of like tower defense type thing. So we'll just increase gun power. There's shields as well. I guess you can get hit a couple times and still survive. I'll try to pick up this alien. Capture bonus, $100. Sweet. Alright, now I have to deal with all these spaceships. I feel like my gun is super weak. Even with the the power up, like the upgrades, still takes 2 shots each time. Nice. It's like $1,000, I think. Skill bonus. I wonder if your upgrades continue over to like the next round. Like if I die right now and restart, will I still have my upgrades? Smart bombs, $500. So should I get smart bombs or should I get gunpowder? I think I'm gonna get gunpowder for now. The next one I'll do smart bombs. I think gunpowder is pretty important. Oops, I accidentally killed the alien. Wave completed. Wonder if there's like a boss stage. We're on wave 6. Oh wait, I need to kill the thing at the top. Oh, I missed it. Oh well. Shoot. Get the alien? Hooray, extra $100. Wave completed. Wave 7. So now we can buy smart bombs. I guess I'll buy one. Oh, Oh, that just kills everything? Whoa. Challenge stage. Shoot all saucers. Perfection wins prizes. Oh, this is hard. Nah, this is way too hard. My shots are so bad. I'm not even hitting like any of them. Oh my god, you have to hit him like in the center. That was way too hard. 2,500 points, no prizes. Okay, so buying a bomb is kind of a waste because you can only use it once. Oh, I didn't pick him up. Shoot. Lost $100 for letting him escape. That's not good. Yeah, I really should have just used my money on gun upgrades. Buying a bomb was a waste. Huge waste. You can only shoot like one at a time. I'm trying to click faster, but not working. Really fun game though. This is like a really cool take on Space Invaders. Or like other games of the same genre, like Galaga and stuff. Got another $100 bonus. Wait, didn't hit the guy at the top. I should have. You get a big bonus for doing that. So we can get extra bullets at $1,000. I'm gonna save for that. I'm almost at $1,000. I'm at 700. Should be able to get 1,000 by the end of this. Ooh, super gun. Whoa, that's cool. Wow. Alright, I have $1,000, so let's buy the extra bullets. Oh, now I can shoot like faster. Okay, I can shoot like twice at once now. Instead of just once. This makes things so much easier. I think we're on wave 9. There might be like a boss at wave 10. $1,000. 1,000 points, I mean, not dollars. Alright, done with that one. This is wave 11. Okay, so there's not any bosses, unfortunately. It just gets a little bit harder each wave. Try to make it as far as you can. Definitely needed this double shot, especially for these crazy guys. It's so hard to hit them. Ah, multiplier deactivated. Shoot, it's the first time I got hit. Wave completed. Done. Okay, so I think I got the gist of this game. I think what I want to do now is I want to spin the wheel and pick a different game, just because this game really didn't last that long. It's just pretty much a really cool Space Invaders game. So yeah, we'll close this down. Time to spin again. Swap blocks. This looks like another simple little arcade game. Alright, so here we are with Swap Blocks. This looks like a very basic match 3 puzzle game. So we'll get started and we'll play on normal. Seems like we can only swap the blocks left and right. That's kind of different from other match 3 games. We'll swap that there, swap this here. Let's see. Alright, I'm kind of stuck. I guess we can swap those together. Alright, now I'm doing better. Alright, I need to look up on the screen. I'm like staying way too focused at the bottom. Let's see. There's some reds up here. Purple. I wonder what the S stands for, and like the stars, the different shapes. I don't know. There we go. Oh, this is just like confusing my brain. It's really strange that you can't like move things up and down. I'm so used to doing that in other match 3 games. Whoa, that was a big one. Anything down here? Alright, I'm gonna have a couple more seconds left. I think I failed all my objectives. 8 moves? Wait, I only have a certain amount of moves? That kind of sucks. Like, usually you have like a time limit, and you're not limited on the amount of moves. It's getting a little different. Wait, why couldn't I break this power block? It's weird. You lose. Dang. Man, am I really that bad? I didn't think I was doing that bad. Play against a CPU or another player. Match. Okay, let's play versus. Let's play against someone else. Race, time to battle. PC com. I can't start for some reason. Maybe you have to play against another player. We'll just play normal one more time. Let's go with easy mode. I just want to see if I can complete some of the objectives. Get a match of 5 or greater. That seems pretty easy. Shoot. Thought I could do this here, but I guess not. Ooh, 5 combo. Nice. That was completely intentional. Whoa, that was a special one. What's this, a glowing block? So I have 11 moves left. I don't know what this glowing block is. Oh, it just destroyed like a bunch all at once. I guess you're supposed to like clear 15 or more blue blocks. Okay, let's go for blue blocks. Wait, I'm not sure if these are blue or is it the darker blue? I don't know. I guess I failed that one. The objectives are kind of hard to get. I win! Hooray! Well, that was a very, very short game. Swap blocks, definitely not really worth it. You know what? Let's spin one more time. The Westport Independent. Now that I think about it, I've actually played this game before. It reminded me a little bit of Papers, Please, except in this game you are a newspaper editor and you're trying to censor the newspaper. So kind of an interesting game. We'll start a new game. Your game will be saved automatically between each week. This is a work of fiction. Yep. Message from the loyalist government. What is the Public Culture Bill? Come into force the 16th of May 1949 will improve the quality of independent media outlets, guidelines for independent media outlets to follow, mandatory for independent media outlets to join the Loyalist News and Media Association. What is your responsibility until the bill comes to force? Do not print deceitful content that may harm the appearance of our country. Do not print deceitful content that will harm the appearance of the loyalist government. Do not print deceitful content that may harm the appearance of the president. Do not print deceitful content that may glorify the acts of rebels or other criminals. Do print content that strengthens loyalty towards the government. Do print content that inspires morality. Do print content that heartens propriety in our society. Alright. Select an article and drag it on your desk. Read through the article and edit the improper content. Third, make sure your article headline is proper. Finished articles are to be given to your journalists so that they can transcribe. Okay, cool. I do remember playing this just a very long time ago. Hardly remember it. I probably only played it for like 5 minutes. 12 weeks left until the Public Culture Bill comes into force. But this is a game that's very similar to like Papers, Please. You can definitely get the same sort of vibe from it. Alright, so this is our first day on the job. We are a newspaper editor. I think 2 of these are just tutorials. The other ones are actual bills. So let's go ahead and go with this one. New bill has been passed, forces independent media outlets to shut down. What's the other title? The public culture bill has been passed. I think that's a much better one that makes the government sound better. The public culture bill that the government presented last year has today been passed. The purpose of the new bill is to stop the creation and distribution of incorrect and improper content. It will force independent media outlets to either shut down or join the new government. Okay, so we need to cross this one out. We don't want the people to think negatively about us for shutting down independent media. So this bill has been passed. I mean, not passed, but this newspaper has been finished. So let's go ahead and take this one. Which one was it? Public culture bill has been passed, and then we need to assign this to an employee to transcribe the paper. Different employees have different opinions. Like this person, Frank, might be a rebel, so we don't want to give him any papers that I have edited too much. So we'll give this one to Phil, and let's see the next one. I think it's this one. Loyalist government attacks the privacy of civilians. Let's definitely change that. Loyalist government pursues harsher actions against suspended rebels. I think that's a better one. New reform has been passed will hasten the arrest of rebel supporters. The reform consists of exceptions in the various privacy laws allowing police to expedite search warrants. We'll cross that out. We don't, like, civilians don't need to know that. Most of these exceptions apply to ex-criminals with relations to the rebels. However, some exceptions also apply to civilians who have expressed disloyal opinions against the government. I'm gonna cross that one out, and I think that's good. So we're done with that. The other 2 newspaper ones are just like tutorials talking about employees and how to cross things out. So we're gonna give this one, let's give this to another person who isn't a rebel, so Anne. And then the other 2, I think this can be put to whoever. So then we'll give this one to Phil, and then we'll give this one to Julie. And I guess we're done. What do we do now? What is this? What is this thing? Dear editor, Phil has been putting up more loyalist propaganda in the office. You know, I can't stand this shit, so I decided to pull it down. It should be on your desk together with this note. Alright, so let's see what this is. Loyalty, morality, and propriety. These are the basis of a civilized civilization. So we'll send these to print, and then we'll start day 2, I think. You know, I've never been a big fan of the loyalist government, but the public culture bill is even worse than I expected. Don't blame it on the government. Blame it on yellow journalism and the blatant lies that some newspaper posts these days. There's nothing good about a misinformed public. Well, yeah, sure, but do you realize how much power the government will have over the media with this? I agree with Frank on this one. I can't see how the public culture bill would be beneficial for anyone but the government. Well, media outlets like ourselves have a scary amount of power over people's opinions, but on the other hand, I don't think that giving that power to the government is a great idea either. So those are my employees, and I guess they're just talking about the the newspapers that I passed today. So 11 weeks left until the culture bill will be passed, and this is the public opinion of various places: northern suburbs, western districts, eastern and southern docks. And it looks like my popularity went up on certain places, and I guess they went down in other places. I'm not really sure. So yeah, we're basically just trying. Wait, this bar illustrates your sales. Container represents the people of that district. All right, blah blah. Sold papers. Okay, your paper's total popularity went up. Loyalists suspicious of you, -12. So I think everyone is trusting of me currently. So I need to make sure that my newspapers don't bring suspicion. If the government finds out that I'm working against them, then they'll probably send me to jail or shut down the paper. And it looks like I got +2 loyalists and no rebels. Cool. So you pretty much have an option. You can either be with the rebels or you can be with the government. There's nothing more heartbreaking than a misguided public. In a world controlled by media, the loyalist government will stop at nothing, protect the people from frivolous lies and irresponsible gossip. The public culture bill for your protection. I mean, honestly, this is a cool game. It involves a lot of reading, but I think it's fun. Just like imagining, like, what if you were part of some sort of communist regime and you were the one who was like editing all the newspapers out, like censoring everything. It's kind of a neat idea. Construction company accused of hiring illegal immigrants. Let's change that. Westport contractors, sea haven for foreign criminals. I guess we'll go with that one because it makes them sound worse. Construction company Westport Westport contractors faces accusations of hiring illegal immigrants. The accusations were leveled by various clients of the company who complained about sloppy workmanship and language issues. As a result, the company is to be audited by the government officials to examine these claims. I don't know, I'm kind of like on the fence of what I'm supposed to cross out, or like how exactly I'm supposed to word the paper. Like if I'm supposed to make the government sound better, then I guess I should cross this out. The government officials to examine the claims. Yeah, I guess I'll just cross that out so the government isn't involved. I mean, I could cross out the whole paper if I wanted to. But I'm just going to cross out the last part so people don't think the government's involved. So that one's done. Broken properties by the Eastern Factory. Industrial areas brutally vandalized. So am I supposed to make them sound worse than they are? I probably am. 4 industrial sites in the Eastern factories were vandalized over the last month. The damages include broken windows, cut fences, and graffiti. This has in no way affected work at the crime scenes. However, 5 suspects believed to be related to rebel groups have been arrested. Let's cross this one out because this makes it sound like the broken windows, fences, and graffiti like had no effect on the company. So we'll just cross that out. And okay, that looks good. Oops, that's good. Next one, new law to improve national security. New government initiative to use hearsay as evidence. New law to improve national security, yeah. So like, if you're trying to support the government, you like don't want to say anything about the government in the newspaper, because then it'll make people think that the government is like too involved in their lives. So today Parliament brought forward the first draft of the Public Responsibility Act. The law has recently garnered a lot of praise and is believed to improve national security. The act will allow private citizens to report suspected acts of terrorism or treason to the police. It will also allow for police to use these suspicions of evidence for arrest. I guess I can just cross out the last part. So yeah, kind of like a boring game in a way. It really depends on like how much you get invested into like your character, I guess. Movie star gets wax figure and expedition honoring local celebrities. Herod Finn's ego as big as ever doesn't think statues made in his honor are good enough. I don't know. I mean, a lot of these papers, I just don't know like what to cross out or what to do. Announced today to contain a wax likeness of the star. The statue's creation has overseen by Mr. Finn himself to ensure its accuracy. Apparently, the statue had to be redone 14 times before the star was satisfied. I guess we'll just cross that out. Remival Industries steel mill implicated in terrorism charges. Industry giant funding terrorism. Removal Industries sells bombs to rebels. Oh, I guess that sounds good. Facing new issues this time, implications of terrorism, the investigation into the recent bombings, found traces of material from blah blah blah. They denied this, stating that they have no affiliation with any rebel groups. We'll cross that out. Our company cannot take responsibility for a single individual, said a representative. I guess we'll cross that out too. So we'll make that company sound really bad. Man attacks police officer. Man defends teenager. Police officer presses charges. One teenager was caught writing rebel messages on walls close to Liberty Square. A police officer witnessed the act and it intervened by tackling the teenager. The arrest was interrupted by a passerby who pulled the officer away from the teenager. Both the man and the teenager were arrested when the officer's partner arrived at the scene. There's like nothing wrong with this paper. Like, is there anything I'm supposed to cross out here? Maybe you're not supposed to cross out like anything on someone. I guess I can cross out this part where it says the officer like tackled the teenager, because that makes the officer sound bad. So if we just like remove that, it makes it seem like it makes it seem like just some guy attacked a police officer without any reason at all. So that's good. First legal casino in the Western District. Today construction. What's the other one? People of the West Prospects drug-funded casino. Wait, people of the West protest drug-funded casino. We'll just go with that one. New casino in the Western Districts. The Aurora will be the first legal casino in Westport. Will bring a lot of new jobs to the city. Protests recently hit the site due to the owner's affiliation with the Vile Rags game. We'll cross that out. The protest was broken up by security and allegations have not been addressed. Yeah, we'll just cross those both out. No one needs to know about the protesting. And then I guess we'll just give these papers. I'm just going to give them randomly to all my people. I just cannot bring myself to write this article. Let's give them a different one. We'll force them to. Or maybe you have like an option. I guess you don't have to. You don't have to print all of them, just 4 at a time. So I guess you like have an option of which papers you want to print and also like what you want to edit out. But yeah, I think I'm done with this game as well. A lot of reading. It's kind of boring in my opinion, but at the same time it's kind of cool, especially if you're like a fan of like Papers, Please. I think this is like very similar in a way. You're just part of a newspaper agency who's working for the government. So that'll conclude this episode of Steam Roulette. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.